Hi guys, so I am going to do the Gua Sha Facial Massage today and show you how you do it yourself at home. So first what I'm going to do is I'm going to cleanse off my skin, and I'm going to actually use a cleansing milk today because I'm not going to take off my eye makeup. We're just going to leave the eyes on, and I'm going to work around here. So with the Gua Sha, and this is how you do a self Gua Sha or fascia facial massage. The actual Gua Shas that I'm going to use today are going to be the Shifa brand, and they call it fascia. So this is the brand I'm going to use today, and these are the beautiful crystal quartz ones that I just love. There are some other brands out there that are also really, really nice, and I like the smaller ones, to use smaller ones myself. These ones here are the rose quartz, and these ones are really, really pretty too. So it's nice to have some that feel good in your hand. You want to make sure that, you know, they feel good. Some of them are quite large, and for some people they like to use the larger ones. So I'm going to be using the smaller ones because that's what I like to use. Okay, so first I'm going to cleanse off with a cleanser. The cleanser, as I said, I'm using is the this one here's the Rejuve Milk Cleanser. And so I'm going to cleanse off here and just show you how. Now, what we know about cleansing, guys, is that we want to make sure that you do great circular motions. You're getting under any fine facial hair. You want to make sure that you count to 30 when you're doing your cleansing. And you should do a double cleanse. So your first cleanse is going to take off your makeup and your sunblock, right? So you want to do your first cleanse taking off your makeup, and I've got makeup and sunblock on. So living here in sunny California, I'm going to take it down onto my neck and do a really nice cleanse with my milk cleanser. So for a lot of you that tend to be more oily, you want to make sure that you're cleansing really well on these areas here around the chin and around the nose and between your brows, because a lot of the times a lot of people that get oily, they get really oily here in between the brows and inside the actual brow itself. So you want to make sure that you cleanse really well in those areas, especially when you're oily. So I like to use, at home I use a washcloth very often. And if you're using a washcloth, you want to make sure your washcloth is clean every single night, and use warm water. Today I'm using sponges, and my sponges are disposable. So we're going to, just realize I'm knocking the camera. Let me move my water. So I'm just going to use these sponges, which once they're wet, of course, they're nice and full. So we just want to take off our cleanser here. And you want to make sure that you get right up into the hairline. I tell everybody to make sure you tie your hair back. Today my hair is not really clean, so it's staying back for me. It's interesting, you know, as you get older in life, you notice that everything gets dry. Your skin gets drier, and your hair gets dry. So when I was a lot younger, I used to have to wash my hair every single day, and then it was every couple of days, and now, you know, it's every third or fourth day. But it doesn't get oily like it used to, you know, years back. So we're just going to make sure we clean around there really well, because I want to do my eyes with the Gua Sha as well, and my neck. Okay, so we've cleansed off, and I'm just going to apply my serums now. I'm just cleansing off here once. I'm going to have to do another cleanse a little bit later when I take off my eye makeup. So I just wanted to get the bulk of it off just to show you. As you can see, my sponges were really quite makeup-y still. So you see the color, very dirty from my makeup and my sunblock. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a little bit of the whitening toner today. And this one here is a Rejuve. I'm going to spritz it onto my hands. This one has a lot of vitamin C in it. And I like, you know, I don't use vitamin C that much myself on my skin, but I like to use it sometimes in the summer months. Vitamin C is great. You know, it's great for circulation, and it helps, you know, support the skin, especially someone who's sensitive and fair like myself. You want to make sure that, you know, it does protect your skin, and it's an extra protection from the sun. So that's really important, especially if you're fair. The other product I'm going to use, so I put that one on first. That was a little bit of vitamin C. And it's a whitening toner, so it's a brightener. And because, as you can see, I have a ton of freckles, so anything whitening and brightening is going to be great for me, okay? This one here I'm going to use is the Rejuve Massage Oil. And the great thing about this oil is it is very light in texture. It's non-comedogenic. This one has got avocado oil in it. It's got evening primrose in it, which it's got the gamma-linolenic acid, which comes from evening primrose. And that's really good for people, for women who are going through change of life. It helps support the little blood vessels. And, you know, as we get older, our skin gets thinner. So you want to make sure that you're doing things that are really going to support and keep your skin strong and sturdy. So it's got avocado oil. What else does it have in it? It's got aloe vera, jojoba oil, aloe vera, and the evening primrose oil. So it's a really, really nice oil. It's great for the body as well. And this one here, sometimes I'll add it to a couple of drops to my massage cream. When I'm doing some people that are a more drier skin, or if I'm going to be using it down onto the neck and décolleté. It's just a really nice oil to have and add, and it smells really nice too. It's really yummy. So the massage oil is a really great product. And I said, I know I'd mentioned this before, but I'll say it again, is that some years back when I was pregnant, the doctor, the developer, who's an herbologist, he had said to me, you know, use the massage oil, the Rejuve massage oil, around your stomach and use it on your groin area, so that when you're pregnant and as your stomach expands, you're not going to get stretch marks. So I remember thinking, oh, okay, well, let me do that. So I did that. I did that every single day, and I did not get any stretch marks. And I'm someone who had a few stretch marks from gaining and losing weight as a late teen into my 20s. So I did have stretch marks in other areas around my tops of my thighs a little bit, and on my butt just a little bit. I don't have many, but I did have some. So obviously my skin was prone to getting them, but I didn't get any on my stomach, not any around my groin area when I was pregnant. So whether it was really that the oil helped me, it is a really good oil. So I wanted to put it on before I do my Gua Sha massage, because I need slip. You need slip when you're doing your Gua Sha. So pull out your favorite oil, face oil. Don't use just a regular body oil. You want to use something that's really going to be good for you and not clog your pores, you know, help support any little blood vessels if you're a thinner, you know, skin like my skin. Okay, so now I'm just going to wipe my hands off here, and now we're going to do the Gua Sha, because you don't want your hands oily, because these crystal stones are so pretty, but they're slippery if you have oil on your hands. So I'm going to start with these ones here. Now, when you work on your face with the Gua Sha tools, you want to make sure that you're going in upward motions always, and you start sort of down around the neck area. So I'm going to start sort of down here around my jaw, sort of just underneath my jawline, work up, and then I'm going to go back down again towards the end. So you can use Gua Sha tools for different reasons. I use the Gua Sha tools myself. I don't use them a lot because I work with my hands a lot, and I'm very comfortable in doing massage at home with my hands. So if I'm doing my hands, I'm doing upward motions, I'm using my knuckles, I'm doing these moves here. And so I'm very comfortable using it. But for a lot of people, they're not comfortable using their hands and massaging their hands, massaging their face with their hands. So if you're not comfortable, that's where Gua Sha tools are so amazing, because they are so comfortable to use, and you can really do a great facial massage with them. So these ones here, okay? I've got my quartz crystals. And so you can use the round side underneath and the pointy side up top, or depending on your face. So I like to use my gua sha tools because I have a little bit of jarling, and I need this area worked. Massage is so important. It stimulates muscle tone. It brings oxygen to the blood. And, you know, whenever you do massage your skin a lot, your skin is going to be stronger and better. You know, the one thing about, you know, when you have a lot of body massages, and I have a lot of body massages, is that it makes your skin tone really amazing. It makes your skin strong, and it keeps things well connected. So massage is so important. Remember, our body is made of, you know, 70% water, around 70%. As we get older, it decreases. But, you know, whenever a stream is moving, it stays really clean. Now, you know, when water becomes still and stagnant, it gets rancid, you know. So it's like our bodies. Just think about it. You know, if we're almost 70% water, or, you know, a little over 70 in some cases, then you've got to keep things moving. You got to, when you're walking, you got to swing your arms, push that arm back, get those lymph nodes moving here, get the lymph nodes moving down around your groin area too. And so movement's very important. Movement, massage is very, very important. So I'm a huge believer in massage. I mean, I've worked with a lot of equipment. I've been doing skincare for 42 years. It's something I've seen a lot. And I can tell you, massage is amazing, okay? So if you have tools, whether they be the roller tools, or in this case, we're doing gua sha, then they're amazing. So you can either use the pointy ones here down underneath and the round on top, or you can reverse it, just what's comfortable for your face. Now, if you're doing gua sha for actual massage like I am today, you're going to do it a little stronger. It's different if you're doing gua sha for lymphatic system, you know, just to move the lymphatic system. But I'm going to do it a little stronger because I want to work the muscles as well, and the lymph. So you can do some pumping, but I'll show you in a moment. So here we are. We're starting down here, and it's very, very relaxing. So, you know, you could put your music on. You could do it while you watch TV. It's very, very relaxing. So you want to always make sure you finish your moves. So if you're taking it out here, and you're going to feel sometimes, you're going to feel some like little crystal-y things breaking up underneath. Because the one thing about fascia, and when you have fascia massage, it's very, very strong. It's breaking up a lot of those toxins, which is where cellulite forms within the connective tissue. You're breaking it up. It's a very strong massage. So obviously we're not going to go too strong on the face like we're working on the body. But you do want to do it, if you're doing it for this area here around the jaw, you do want to do a really good massage and not be, you know, you don't want to bruise yourself and make yourself all red, but you want to finish your massage too. So make sure you're taking it right up to your ears. So this one here. And if you have a little bit, you know, under the chin area where you have a little bit of extra flesh there or fat, you can use the end of this, which is more the jagged side, and you can just break it up, go back and forwards. Do that chin area here, and it feels so comfortable. So you can break that up there. Okay, so we're gonna go. We're doing our little moves here, finishing your moves all the way out to the ear. Now above the lip, you can either use, again, it's what's comfortable to you, around the mouth. You know, you can use these pointer areas. If you've got in your nasal labial lines here, if you're, you know, we all line here because this is an expression line, like when you smile, you get an expression line. So you can break it up here, and you can use the little pointed areas here of your fascia and just break it up a little bit, get movement, get oxygen there. You can also use this jagged edge here and use it in the vertical lines above the lip, or you can use the smooth one, whatever's comfortable to you. But either way, you just want to make sure that you're getting movement. Just don't forget about around your mouth, because this upper lip area, it needs movement, and that's where you get the little fine lines. So, you know, sometimes if you're doing a lot of fillers in the face, doctors will say, do not massage your face, because what happens is it will break it down and make it disperse faster. But if you're filling your face and doing a lot of Botox in your face, you are creating a lot of stillness, and stillness is going to create sludge, which means that your skin is not going to be dewy and pretty. It's very important you get movement. It really, really is important. So you should be moving and massaging your face. You don't have to do it a lot. And if you're using fillers, you don't want to maybe do too much, but it is important to get movement. So here we go. So we're doing this one around the mouth. It's very, very comfortable, you know. A lot of people get those fine little vertical lines. So you want to get movement. Okay, so now what we're doing is we're moving up the face. So again, it's massaging up here. Now you can use this side here, which you can see is rounded here on the side, and you can do movements up like this. And it's very, very relaxing. And you don't have to go fast. If you get a little puffy or you have sinus congestion, you know, you could always go a little bit softer around here, and because lymphatic drainage massage tends to be a lot lighter, and it also has a pumping, so you can do like a little pumping as you do your massage. And just to get a little movement, you can pump a little bit and just very softly. Now sometimes some people are going to say, well, you have to hold them at a 45-degree angle, but you have to hold them for what's comfortable for you. You know, clearly it's not going to be maybe necessarily great here. You do want to hold it at an angle, but it's what's comfortable for you. And so lymphatic drainage massage usually, you know, especially around here, you just want to do a little pumping, and then you can do some drainage and take it out here all the way out to the sides of the face. Now, if you have, you know, good cheekbones, really good cheekbones, you can use this. Okay, and you can use this up here around your, it's just what feels comfortable for your face shape. I mean, these are not sharp. Everything is smooth and round. So, you know, it's what's comfortable to you, but you just want to feel, it's good to get some movement up under the eyes, because as we know in face mapping, this eye area is all the stomach. So people that, you know, often get very gray and discolored around the eyes, you know, it's often because they have food allergies. And if they're lining quickly around the eyes, this is their weakened area. If they get stressed, their stress affects how they digest their food. So it's very good always to get movement. So don't forget about your eye area. And again, I'm going a little bit heavier out and just softer in. But it's a delicate area of the eyes. So either way, you want to be very gentle, okay? But it's nice to get movement here, really nice. And you'll see, even sometimes when I'm doing a facial on somebody, if I work around the eyes, which I like to massage around the eyes a lot, you know, their eye area is already looking, you know, 20 or 30% better by the time I finish. So it's important to get movement around that area. And of course, you know, of course we know that in face mapping, there's different parts of the face that indicate different parts of the body. Your stomach, your small intestine, your large intestine. So this is all an indication of what's going on in here. So it's just good to get some movement around here. And it's a sluggish area. So, you know, there are other things you can do, and other videos that I've done that talk a lot more about the types of foods that can help. But for now, we're just doing, the massage. So we're getting some movement around the eye area. And so what we're going to do just on the sides of the temples too, it's nice to get movement, right? This here's the lung area. So again, it's nice to get movement, and take it back into your hairline here in your temples. You know, just get some movement there, because we have a lot of nerve endings in our scalp. So it's really nice to massage that area. It helps with the hair growth, you know, if you're thinning around the hair, which, you know, happens as we get older, and it's certainly happening to me too. So you want to do some good movement with your Gua Sha tools here into the hairline here. And the same with your forehead. You know, you want to use your Gua Sha. This one here is a really nice one. You can use it here on the 11s and just massage that area there. And it's also a really nice one to use on your forehead all the way up. So I'm going to use both my tools because I've got the two of them. So I'm going to use them both together. And you don't have to go fast, just what feels good and what feels relaxing to you. But you do want to sort of go up and out. That's what's really nice. take it up into the hairline. And then we're going to do around the brows. It's really nice to do your points, and we're going to use this one up here around the brow. So you want to do your points, your pressure points. You've got your pressure points right here. So if you've had facials in the past, you'll often remember that your esties are going to do these pressure points. They're going to use them around. You have them around different parts of the face and the eyes. So, but it feels really nice, and it really helps with a lot of tension. And of course, we have a lot of tension right now. Life is a little nutty. So here we go. So we're just going to do some movement around the eyes. And it feels really nice. So now what we're going to do, once you've sort of done your up and out, your movements, and you can see I'm getting a little red because we are getting oxygen. We're getting that blood circulating, getting that oxygen to the blood. Then we're going to take it out and down. So we're going to take this down here. And you want to make, it just should feel comfortable to you. So if this one up here, that's the jagged edge, doesn't feel comfortable, then try turning it around. They're all a little bit different. So, just use one that's going to feel comfortable for you, for your head. I have a very large forehead, as you can see. So, just using something that feels comfortable, and just down around your the sides of your face too. We want to get movement with, and then do some drainage of those lymph nodes, taking it all the way out to the side by the ear. And then we want to move it down. So we want to go down this way. I want to get some movement down here. And what we're going to do the back of the neck too, which feels really good. So once you want to get in here, and you want to get this moving up here, it just feels so good, because remember, you've got all those points that go all the way around into the scalp, and it just feels so good. So you want to get some really good movement here on the back of your neck. Don't forget about your neck, guys. A lot of the time, people don't see or look at their neck, and if they're wearing their hair up, not only does it get major sun damage, it needs to be worked and massaged. It just feels so good. So you want to get movement, and then you want to do some more drainage down here. So eventually, as I said, we want to work up and out, and then drain it down here. So we want to get it down, drain it down. You want to get it down here. So I'm just going to do a little backwards and forwards on my neck. And I'm going to be very, very gentle. The neck area is not an easy area to work with, in that it's not, it's one of the first areas for a woman to go. You can use serums and treatment products, but it's an area that ages fast, like the hands, tops of the hands. And so it's an area that you want to work it. But there's a lot of things that you can do on your face. You can't use them on the neck, because the neck is this more sensitive skin. So you do have to be really, really careful. So once you've done, up here, we're draining it down here. We've got a little bit of movement on the neck here. We're just draining it down, and it feels really, really nice to work on the neck. So don't forget about the poor neck. Now, once you get down here too, I'm sorry, I'm like clicking and clashing away with my stones. But once you get down here, you want to also make sure we're going to drain them out here to the big lymph nodes underneath the arm. So with anything, you always want to make sure that you get movement and you stimulate those big lymph nodes under the arm. And often when you start, or you have a facial massage, often it's just activating them. So you have to get them moving, and then you do some drainage. So I'm going to use my straight ones here, but we're just going to get some movement over here and get some movement. And then I'm going to do our little drainage. And of course I've got my top on, so you can't see very well, but basically it's just draining it and leaving it, ending it here under the arm. So you've done some drainage down your neck. You've gone onto your chest a little bit, got a little movement over there, and then you're taking it down here by the arms. So that's your Gua Sha, guys. That's your Gua Sha, how you work with your Gua Sha. It's so nice, so relaxing. You know, just some of these moves here, because we often, you know, with gravity, this area here, it really starts to fall. So we want to keep it up. Now, if you're going to be doing more the lymphatic, the lighter massage, it's very, very, very soft. And as I said, you can do a little pumping when you start out. Just do some drainage, very soft, slow. It's very, very light. I like to get some movement there before we start doing the drainage. It just gets things moving, gets things circulating. Especially for people that are doing maybe Botox in their neck area as well. You got to get movement. It's so important. It's what keeps your skin young and pretty and healthy. So that's it, guys. That's the Gua Sha. So you can do this a couple of times a week. It's so nice, you know. There's so many, as I said, there's different tools, so many nice ones. It just feels so good to get movement, and so good for you. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll be back to see you all again really soon. There's my Gua Sha, a little pink, a little red. Bye.